My baseball takes today is going to be about who was the greatest third baseman in baseball history. Now, some of them were some of my favorite players. Mike Schmidt was considered number one. I used to be a big Michael Schmidt fan. Michael Jack Schmidt was something else for the Philadelphia Phillies. He won all those home run batting titles. He was a clutch player. He handled a hot corner, led the Phillies to a World Series back in 80. They lost to Baltimore in 83, but he was a bad dude. That guy could flat out could ball. Eddie Matthews was considered second best longtime Atlanta player. George Brett, who I grew up watching, was flirting with batting 400. Brett, I still remember the infamous pine tar bat, which really wasn't against Goose Gossage, when he hit that ball a ton and he came out and erupted on the umpire and got thrown out. But Brett was a clutch player, one of the best to ever do it, big time player. And George Brett came a big time. Chipper Jones, if you're a New York Mets fan, the switch hitting third baseman, Larry, he had his way with Met fans. Bad dude. Chipper could flat out play. That cat was a bad dude. And Brooks Robinson, I used to, when I lived in Virginia, we used to watch Oriole games. Mountain, I used to watch him. He used to be announcer, and he was a bad dude. He handled a hot corner. Um, one of the best to ever do it. As time goes on, kind of people kind of remove from how great he was, but he was a great player, big time. Now, one guy who has been downplayed, but he belongs is Adrian Beltre. Beltre flat out could field, and he had a wicked stick. You know, it's always interesting when you talk about the hot corner. Um, of course, being a Yankees fan back in the day, Greg Nettles, not Hall of Fame bound, but a Yankee lore was he handled the hot corner. But a lot of the third basemen that come along were big time power hitters. So some of the guys held big numbers and they handled the corner. So it's a position that in the field it comes with a certain prestige, you know, and it has a certain type of allure. But it's interesting. A lot of these guys stay loyal to the same team and were quite big time hitters. So it makes interesting debate who you got as the all time greatest third baseman. But yeah, I agree about Mike Schmidt. I can't argue against that guy. That guy was dominant in his position and a big time power hitter, you know. But I do have to say that, you know, all due respect to Brooks Robinson before my time and Eddie Matthews too. But I saw Beltray, Chipper Jones, and definitely George Brett. I saw those guys. But they were some of the best to ever do it. And those guys sit there with memories because that's when the third base was truly a hot spot and the big time hitters. And that was before shortstop started hitting home runs too, because there was a time when that was not the norm. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit of if you like my piece.